Photography is a popular activity among tourists. It seems most people travel with a camera, whether it's their smartphone, a point-and-shoot camera, or a more expensive SLR camera. Taking pictures of wildlife is a memorable part of many holidays. Over 12 million people in the US say they photograph wildlife while traveling, and charismatic megafauna like wolves are always popular with photographers. At the Northern Lights Wildlife Wolf Center near Golden, British Columbia, travelers can visit wolves at the center or sign up for a photography tour that allows you to walk with the wolves unleashed in the wild. It's the only place in the world to offer these experiences. Founders Casey and Shelley Black wanted initially to train wolves for movies and commercial uses, but found that wolves were very misunderstood. Casey was dismayed to find directors often wanted wolves that were snarly or mean, and that isn't their true nature. So Casey and Shelley started the center to educate people about wolves. Although dogs and wolves may look similar and share genetic characteristics, their personalities are very different. As Casey says, dogs are more like the life of the party extroverts, while wolves are the quiet, reclusive introverts. Anyone with an interest in photography or wolves can sign up for these specialty tours. They involve an interpretive talk, safety orientation, and 90-minute walk with the wolves in some of Canada's best scenery. Participants are given tips on wolf etiquette to keep them and the wolves safe. Wolves have a crushing power of 1,500 pounds per square inch with their jaws, but they're not likely to be aggressive, unless you do something foolish like squatting down to eye level. Apparently that's an aggressive move in wolf language. I was lucky enough to go on a walk with the wolves, and while I thought it would be easy to get a good photograph, it turned out to be much harder than I thought. Maya was my wolf companion, and at 12 years old, she was a ripe old age for a wolf, but still faster than my shutter. With a wolf's preference for camouflage, I was often struggling to get a picture without vegetation in front of her face. Wolves need large habitats to survive, and outside of national parks where they're protected, they are often shot or poisoned. On average, a wolf lives only 4 years in the wild outside of a national park. So at the Northern Lights Wildlife Wolf Center, interpreters explain how wolves function as a top predator and how ecosystems are healthier when wolves are present. Yellowstone National Park reintroduced wolves in the 1990s. Biotic diversity increased with their presence, and so did business for tourism organizations. Each year, it is estimated that $35 million is spent by tourists coming to the park specifically to see the wolves. So it appears market demand exists for unique experiences like encounters with wildlife. Organizations like the Northern Lights Wildlife Wolf Center are successful because they offer products that combine popular activities like photography with education and conservation, and they're set in unique locations. Visitors leave with great photos, a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and satisfaction from knowing they've supported wildlife conservation.